Hey, how's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's doing great. Welcome to episode 2. Before we get to this podcast, I'm running an independent live on TikTok. I've been off TikTok for a while because of other reasons. However, to the people in TikTok world, I'm back and I will be running every week my podcast. And if you guys aren't familiar or have an idea, Exhibit came up with a bright idea. And I decided to Marshawn Lynch it and run with it. So back on TikTok once a week, but can you take a punch? So with that being said, welcome to my podcast. Now to everyone else, welcome to the podcast, episode 2. We got some stuff that we need to talk about. Most recently, the Virginia Supreme Court decides to overturn or slap down the people's votes. We're going to get into that. The topics of conversation will be the blowback of the Supreme Court saying, hey, you guys can do whatever you want by way of the state redistricting. And what I just mentioned, and Stefon Diggs. We're going to say that for later because that's going to lead into a more serious conversation that would be interpersonal as it deals with athletes, celebrities, and a whole lot of shit. So with that being said, once again, welcome to But Can You Take a Punch? Starring your man, Big Matt. All right, so the blowback of the Supreme Court's decision to say, hey, the states, you guys can do it, has allowed a lot of funny business. And first things first, it would be a lot of scared Republicans. Scared because they know what they did. It was never for the people. But being as it may, Texas was the first to jump off the porch like, hey, we got it. And what has happened since is Alabama, Louisiana, Ohio, I do believe, of course, Texas, and most recently Tennessee have decided to redistrict and eliminate a lot of black districts, whatever. Ultimately taking the vote away from black people. And most of the states, if I'm correct, didn't really need the vote of the people. But now you see Virginia decided to do it the right way. And, the Supreme Court has smacked it down. And I'm beginning to believe, and this should just be an all-post bulletin to black people who stay in these southern states. Congratulations. You are effectively staying in a Confederate state. So you might want to protect yourself and start thinking ahead of the ball because, this is where we're at right now. If your vote no longer matters by way of the Supreme Court of your state, then what's the purpose of voting? That's not a democracy. With that being said, what followed was the FBI being weaponized to storm the office of Senator Lucas. This woman, might I add, is 82 years old. 80 fucking 2. And they stormed her office and they also stormed a dispensary next door. So the narrative is this 82-year-old woman is, running a little business next door with marijuana and there's corruption because she spearheaded the whole movement to redistrict the state of Virginia, right? And this is where we're at right now. If you're old enough or if you've read a book in regards to history, you would realize Nixon, right? Exactly. Weaponizing the FBI to target black people. And they're doing it again. There's a lot of things that should happen when things like this happen to ensure that we as black people learned from the history of weaponizing the police and the FBI to intimidate us and try to put us in the box. Yes. So that's where we're at right now. So what we got right now, we're going to open up the floor because I don't want to run my mouth. I want to share it and get some ideas and perspectives on how people feel. To my TikTok followers, I don't know if you can partake in the festivities, but we're working on that to ensure that you guys can come up here and express yourself and be a part of the conversation. So
we could one thing we could do is that we could actually so if anybody is tuning in right now, if you could go to and I'm pretty sure we will have Big Matt plug it in as well, but go to the YouTube, look up, but can you take a punch? You will be able to join the conversation. If not by, you're missing out on the party, but as well, you can join the conversation as well. The link to join the conversation will be included into the chat. We just can't plug it in, unfortunately, into the TikTok. So that's happening as we speak.
All right. So if you guys didn't hear, run on over to YouTube, find But Can You Take a Punch? And you can enter the conversation like that. All right. The link will be there. So without further ado, bring someone up. And when you come up, give us your name. Let us know where you're coming from. And get ready to put your dukes up and get ready to make it happen.
No answer again. She then seems to call.
Oh, what's going on, brother 19? Can you hear us on your side?
You heard us?
1919, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. How you doing?
All right, how you doing, man? Let us give us your name and where you coming from.
My name is 19, the gift. I'm from Rockingham, North Carolina. I've been following you a lot, my man, and I really like your content.
Much love, much love. I greatly appreciate it. So with everything that's going on with the FBI being weaponized by MAGA and oh boy, what do you think is happening, and what do you think, from your perspective, we as a people need to lock in on or pay attention to, or whatever? What is your take on all this?
Well, I have several different theories, but the one that I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I know that when you start breaking down things that have been going on for years,
mm-hmm.
and you see the trends, a lot of the conspiracy theories are not theories, they're actually truths that have come to light over time.
Agreed.
And so what I see is this has all been by design. This is stuff they've been talking about for the last 30, 40 years, even back in Reagan's administration, of how they wanted to complete these agendas. They wanted to take women's rights away from their bodies. They've been wanting to take the Voters' Rights Act, roll back, different things when it came to DEI, women's rights, the whole 9 yards. They've been doing this since the beginning of my time. I've been on this planet 54 years, and my parents lived through it. So I've seen it. I've seen all the stories. So to see all of this going on, the biggest problem I see is the people, we just need to unify and stick together. And we need our own way to move, and we need to look out for our own. And when I say our own, I'm not talking about any race or color. I'm talking about like-minded people that think alike, that are thinking about the existence and have not sympathy, but empathy, and are part of the humanity train, if that makes sense.
I agree. I humbly agree. But there's one thing I've noticed about all of that. And it's not more or less what we do. It's what we're not doing.
That's right.
What I've noticed is through the course of history, Black folks have done everything right.
Mm-hmm.
We've listened, we've respected, we've paid attention. We've literally played their game. Like, they didn't want to have anything to do with us. So we were in our own area. And with our own resources, we were able to grow and to build and to establish and to maintain. And yet they've come over and destroyed it.
Mm-hmm.
So being as it may, it seems like even with these things of like-mindedness, even, those who aren't marginalized groups of people, like white people who also see through the same lenses, like, this is wrong, this should not be happening, something needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel, or what do you think is the missing nucleus to not only establish but maintain the efficiency of safeguarding? Because we are being attacked, whether it's mentally, psychologically, or physically. Do you think we're at a point now where we can start punching back, because, you know, the bully that comes and picks on the kids over at this table, and the kids at this table don't come together to split his onion.
Mm-hmm.
Will anything matter if no one, or if we collectively aren't ready to establish a response in regards to the stuff that's happening to us? What do you think about that?
I think that, you know, there needs to be a response. I mean, I definitely agree with you on that one wholeheartedly. The problem is that getting all of us to realize that there's a response that needs to be given, because everybody's so distracted on so many different levels, and there's so much noise in the background out here until people are not focusing. And that's by design too. And what I mean by that is they're doing a great job of throwing out so much stuff against the wall until people are not able to have time enough to focus on one thing at a time. You got to be able to think about 25, 30 things at a time, because there's so much information being thrown at you. But back to what you were saying about the response. Yeah, so a lot of these people need to be, what you were saying earlier, we'll be over here minding our business, and then we're attacked. And then they attack it because they don't like the fact that we're even excelling, and they don't have the ability in order to be able to do that. If we would just be left alone, you know, that would be ideal. But for whatever reason, we can't be. And I think that what needs to have happen is that people need to be putting their resources together that are in our communities, because this society has taught us to spend more time trying to be individuals, when we came from communities in the 50s and 60s of families, and families worked together, and they used and pulled their resources together in order to be successful and survive. Well, we got to go back to that. And if it requires us to have put land together and build communities here, and then we fortify and we build our own governments within this government, that's what I say. We may have to develop our own police departments, own sheriff's departments, have our own mayors. You know, we may have to set up our own municipalities. That is something that needs to have happen, because under this society, you know, we've been reclassified so many times. When are we going to realize that we were already our own classification before all of these other things came into place? And that's because we have been replaced on our own birthright, on our own lands. Is because of the reclassification and our acceptance of that.
And before I step you down, do you think we as a people, once again, do you think we have it in us to protect ourselves against what they have been doing since whenever? Like, do you think
some of us do, some of us don't? We still at a disadvantage because we're not paying attention.
Right on. Well, 919, thank you for coming up. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for showing me love and tuning into the podcast. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. And we're going to keep it moving, man. I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you, bro.
All right. Now, this person coming up has a little privilege, because he is I'm a part of the camp. I'm a part of the team. And he's a mark-ass buster, actually. You know what I'm saying? But he my homie. So we're going to bring him up. This is my man, Big Mike, a part of F Y'all podcast with the one and only CT Fletcher. They've been awesome to me. They showed me mad love. They're my peoples, West Coast to the fullest. And let's bring them on up, man. This is going to be a break, I'm sure, from a serious conversation. So let's see what my man got. Where you at, Mike? Look, see, he got that Android. See, that's what happens when you have Androids and shit. You just be late, can't jump in, you can't be a part of nothing. Where you at, Mike? Come on, man. Where you at? Bring you at. Come on. Enter the studio. Get your mark ass up here, man. Come on. Hey, we can't hear you. Where you at, man? I can't hear you. You got that Android. You need that iPhone. Hey, audio went out. What? Hold on for a minute. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, something's wrong with the audio.
Yeah, it's like it's freezing up on my end. Like it's kicked me out of here like 6 times already.
Oh, maybe because there's too many people. All right, well, you up in here now.
What's happening, Mark ass Buster? What's happening, man?
Hey, man, I'm trying to be like you and Pops, man.
Oh, man, we trying to be like you when we grow up, bruh. Shit.
Hey, man, appreciate you coming on up. Let everyone know who you are. Yeah, it keeps getting cut out. I don't know if it's my internet or something. He got disconnected. It just keeps cutting out. I don't know what's going on, Casper.
All right, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Sorry about that. I don't know. The enemy is alive and well, trying to slow down our progress, but
apparently, man.
But we got it though.
All right. I don't know if Mike, if you can hear me, if Mike can hear me, but I can't hear him. So, what the hell?
Hear you.
There we go.
All right, say something, Mike.
For some odd reason, brother. For some odd reason, brother Mike, when you
testing,
yeah, you can hear you now. So for some odd reason, when you
hello,
in, yeah, we can hear you. We're good. We're good. For some odd reason, and now he's gone again. I'm not sure. Hold on, brother Mike, if you're watching from the YouTube, if you could possibly restart your device before you come back up here, by chance. Matt, if anything, what we could do is that we could easily edit this out. Not an issue. But I think while Mike is getting his connection issues situated, maybe we move on to another.
Yeah, look, we can move up. We can move on. Let's get who was in line?
It was Justin at that moment in time.
All right, Justin.
How's it going? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome. Matt, first of all, before we get into anything, I've been watching you for a few months now. Like, we need more people like you, man. Like, for real. Like,
thank you, man. I greatly appreciate you, Jay. I greatly appreciate you.
A buddy of mine, my best friend in the whole world, like, you know, we can't choose our family. I'm one of those people that says bullshit. And my best friend, Will, is a veteran just like yourself. He did 2 tours, one in Afghanistan, one in Kosovo. I named my son after him. My son actually graduates here in a week, and he's already enlisted. This has been his plan since the beginning. So obviously the last few months, me and mom have been fucking freaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
But
especially this administration, I would really be hesitant to send my babies off to.
And all we want to do is tell them no and shut that shit down immediately. But you know, my son can look at shit objectively in spite of everything that's going on. Like, nah, Dad, we need people that actually have a fucking conscience.
What's his
son? I named my son Will as well. So
what's his MOS in the Army? What is he going to the military?
He is going to be in munitions. He wanted to do the mechanic portion of it, but they ended up needing him for that. So he ships out to Leonard Wood in October for boot camp. He's already doing his drills and stuff.
Tell him when if he's going ammunition, if he's going to be ammo, tell him to just do what he has to do when he gets, I think, E6 maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, and you know what? His recruiter mentioned something about that too, actually.
Roll over to warrant officer.
Absolutely.
Don't worry about that. Yeah, because there's really, you know, there's only so far you can go. Might as well just go warrant. Now someone says they can't hear us. Someone can't. I can't hear y'all. Who's?
Am I quiet?
No, someone said that there's a whole lot of stuff going on, man. Like, I don't know what's going on with my internet. They're saying they can't hear us. You can hear me, so I guess that's all that matters, I guess.
Well, I mean, I guess since we can hear each other, I'll move on to the reason why I'm on here. And like I said, you've been an inspiration.
They can't hear us, so I'm getting a whole lot of they can't hear us. So I don't know what's going on. Whatever. We're gonna keep pushing, get edited. Okay, so give us your name again, Justin. Let us know where you're from, and what do you think is what could we as a people do with this whole redistricting and how the red states have no problem passing it through, but the blue states are finding resistance. What is your take on that, and what do you think? What do you think about it? Fuck it. What do you think about it?
All right. So My name is Justin. I live in one of the only 3 blue counties in Iowa, Blackhawk County, Waterloo, Iowa, also known as Little Chicago. A lot of the GDs came here from Chicago when all that shit happened in the 90s.
Okay.
So I've grown up in the environment. So I've watched the systemic racism be what it is. Like I said, my friend that I told you about in the Army, like I got to witness that shit firsthand, and it's absolutely disgusting that that's something that we still have to fucking contend with nowadays.
Yeah.
It fucking infuriates me to no end because, like I had mentioned when we led into this, now my son has to essentially inherit this problem. And, you know, a wise man said in a reel that he just put up a couple hours before his podcast, it's fucking go time. If they can just do this ad nauseum, and it's okay for the Republicans to do. But like when California had their shit up, like remember the big stink about that? Obviously, Virginia had a free and fair election on this shit.
Yep.
Overwhelmingly decided that this is what we wanted to do.
Yep.
But because the administration knows they're fucked, and you know the Supreme Court is heavy with Nectarine Palpatine's fucking bullshit.
Yep. They decided to strike it down, which means now that is a huge deal, because if that's the case, what's the purpose of a free and fair election? There's to
me like they're killing the shit off. Like if okay, another thing I'll throw in. I love your Macho Man. We need more of that. The TKO thing.
Yeah,
it's killing it. It's killing everything I've loved about that company, and I've been watching since Hogan versus Warrior. Go Warrior!
Yeah,
like it. I guess I never thought, as fucked as things are, and like go back a few years with the Floyd marches, which I was a part of. I got tear gassed on that shit. I finally figured that out. I had never been in military. I know you guys get tested with all that stuff, but I found out that fucking night.
That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But being in a town like this with the racial disparity so 50-50, you have to pick your side early. And what I found, especially since September 10th, when a certain somebody got turned into a fucking fountain, I'm starting to see a lot of people that I had like a lot of love for and a lot of respect for, like defending this shit. And it's like everything's changing.
Yeah.
And that happened right around the time I started seeing people like you, seeing people like Jolly Ginger and Monty and all these guys. And God damn it. Like I live in such a secluded place. Like I can't even hang flags at my house because of like the property agreement or whatever, because they're all fucking Trump supporters around me, dude. And I don't know how else to get it out there, but like just use my voice in the way that I can and call the shit out just like you guys do, man. Like I stitch so much of this stuff, dude.
I don't. Well, I appreciate you coming up here. We got people waiting. We got, I think, another gentleman that's been waiting. He has what looks like hurry the fuck up on his, and I like to take care of the people. So
sorry, I just had to take this time to like express how much I appreciate and love everything you do, man. And thank you so fucking much. And that Richard Pryor picture in your background. Yes, sir.
That's the price of admission alone right there, man. So I appreciate you, Jay, man. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe for the rest of the show. We're going to keep rocking and rolling, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. Much love. Okay, we're going to bring one more person up, and then, well, actually, you know what? No, we're going to keep going because this was a 2-in-1. So normally we'll have 3 separate topics, but, the Supreme Court allowing this shit to happen is rolling over to this major conversation. So without further ado, who's next, Casper? And remember, come up, let us know your name, where you're from, and this, that, and the third.
I believe we have Brother Lane. RB, if you're near your phone, say something in the chat by chance. I'm gonna bring Brother Lane up right now just because I can see him on screen. He seems to be near his phone or near his device. I'm gonna bring Brother. So on, Brother Lane, tell us where you're watching this from and what brings you here today.
We're hearing feedback too. So
Yo, what's up, Matt? Can you hear me?
No, man. Yeah, I can hear you a little bit.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Yes, yes.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you in the studio app. We can hear you on YouTube. I'm using my laptop and the studio app at the same time, so I'll get like a 3-second
That's crazy.
delay.
That might be why. So if you're using multiple devices on your device, it might be interfering. So try exiting out of not only the studio app. I would recommend having the YouTube open, say like on your
No,
phone.
I
but
can
wouldn't
hear
overload
you.
your
I can hear you, Casper. I can't hear Matt.
Oh, so that is something. I can hear him on YouTube and I can hear him on my end. So
I can hear him on YouTube, like on my a completely separate computer, like
Jesus
completely. I can hear him when I have my other headphones on, completely but
Oh,
I can't hear him in the studio app.
Let me do this. Give me 1 second. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can't hear me?
I can see your lips moving. I can see you shaking your head. But hey, man. Anyway, I'll just throw it out there real quick. Say my piece. Hey, if you could one day get us a, I'm a MAGA projecting white man, in a interracial relationship. I'm a veteran as well. Thank you for your service. Did 2 tours in Afghanistan. But one day, all this is going to have to stop at some point, some way, some level. Several of us veterans, we were feeling the same way. I live in Georgia, obviously, huge Georgia fan, but I'm in an interracial relationship surrounded by white people that just don't give a damn about my wife. Look at me as a traitor. I don't care. I could give a shit less, honestly. But I have a family, and I have to look out for my family, and I got to find a way to get them out of this, without turning to violence. I understand your message, but I've been in the violence. I've lived the violence. I did Kunar, Afghanistan. I did Gowradesh, Shark, South Afghanistan, Nuristan, and it's not what a lot of people think it's going to be. A lot of people think it's just going to be a little bit of shooting, and it's war as hell, war is tough. But yeah, I'd love to see an episode one day on, realistically, I've heard your message in the past, like fight or get out of the way, but what about those people that want to support and get out of the way? And I'm here to listen to your message either on YouTube or another thing, because it sounds like, it felt like for a while you were just like, fuck them. They don't want to fight. Let them lay down and die. I'm not going to lay down and die. I'm going to protect my family, but been through war twice. Don't want to do it again. Appreciate it. I know I can't hear you. Hopefully you can respond now. Listen on YouTube.
I will. All right. So yeah, I too agree with the message. I don't really want violence, and my message with violence isn't necessarily because that's what I crave. I just know that's what's needed. And unfortunately, it's like your parents who don't want to spank you, but I gotta spank you because clearly this is the only thing you understand. You know what I mean? It's not like, and then the people who don't want to fight, I will give grace and say, I don't know what you should do, but being in violence and people who don't want to be in violence, you don't have that much room, because as a Black man, we never wanted violence. We wanted peace. We wanted nothing to do with it, much like the Hebrews in the Bible. They don't want to have nothing to do with some spooky guy saying, hey, put blood over the threshold. Some people were just like, I'm just out the way. And they were still affected by a decision, right? Like, oh, well, since you didn't put the blood of the lamb over the threshold, you lost your firstborn. I'm like, hey, man, the Pharaoh's a piece of shit, but I'm just trying to work the farmlands. I just want to be left alone. So if I say violence and those who don't want to fight, I'm not going to project that on you. I just hope that if you are both like, I want to protect my family, but I don't want to fight, I hope as a group or as individuals, you have a contingency plan, or there's no kill switch when like, fuck it, I have to. Because I've thought about all these things. Like, I want to stay out the way. I really don't want this, but at the same time, if the notion is I don't really want this, but this shit has to get done. I'm that guy like, fuck it. You know, I don't want it, but this is what needs to get done. And you're a veteran. So if we're in a platoon, you know, and we're not even going to talk about war, Lane, let's, you know, if you can hear me, can you hear me, Lane? You're still in the studio. I don't know if Lane can hear me, but if we're in the motor pool, and we got to get ready, you know, 1700, we get released. And so our major comes to first sergeant and says, hey, look, vehicles ain't online. I want to do this shit. We getting off in 15 minutes. You mean we got to go to the motor pool and still fucking, you don't want to do it, but it has to get done. And that's how I look at it. But trust me, I'm all about my family. And I'll just put this out on social media right now. If I was single and I didn't have a family, things would be going a lot different and I wouldn't be as vocal as I am now. But because I have a family and because I don't have any strings attached in regards to a job saying you're too radical or your views don't align with our views, or people, you know, who don't like my voice, who don't like me spamming my job, I can talk and motivate and inspire and give you things that you can use to make it a lot easier to make decisions or to see collectively what needs to be done. I'll be the whisperer, you know, because I have a family. So when shit hits the fan, it's a defensive game for me. You know what I mean? It's all about defense. I can't be an offense with two children. They're a fucking liability. You know what I mean? So trust me, there's methods to this and there's a method to my madness, but we do need violence. We do need to have a strong fist. We need to show that this is what the people will do to establish bare minimum fairness to us, right? I mean, in this society, look what we have. We have all of this shit. We have so much. And in the 20 years of us being in war, other countries have exceeded us because they focused on their people. They focused on science. They focused on medicine, technology, right? It's almost like the drug game. Where would the drug game be if the plant that produces the stuff was extinct, right? So other countries actually have the ingredients we use to create stuff for the consumers. We should have been that. We failed to take care of our people. And I think with social media and the talks of an accelerated movement rooted in violence, it now creates a different canvas of like, we have not taken care of the people. The people don't have universal health care. Other countries do. If you have planes that can take off without a runway, how come people don't have the basic necessities as humans? How long will a society thrive before, regardless of your religion, your creed, your political affiliation, any of that, we recognize we don't have nothing. We don't. Whether you're a MAGA person, if Big Mama or someone you love in your family is getting ready to die or they're sick because they can't afford health insurance, you being right means nothing. If I, as a black man, a brother, Democrat, my mother or my grandmother, wait, they're dead. My mother is sick because she can't afford shit, we have something in common. And I think this is the conversation. We've exceeded the political identifiers. America is beginning to see we don't have shit. And with everything that's happening, and you're giving billions of dollars to different countries, and we don't have shit. Yeah, violence is the answer, because if this country was established on diplomacy, no funny business, just sitting down and being compassionate, being empathetic to those who aren't white, and also giving to ensure that they can maintain and be stable, violence would never be the answer, because all we have to do is remind them, hey, look what's happening. Oh my God, you know what? We totally forgot about that. So all of this shit can happen. They choose not to, yet they establish everything on violence. So after a while, when you start speaking their language and they realize you're proficient in their language, that's when you can sit across from the coffee table and talk, because no one wants that type of shit. So let's move on. All right. We're going to take, who's next up in line, man? So we can get the show rocking and rolling. We're 40 minutes in.
No, I think Brother Kane was up, RB, and Giovanni, as well as Black and Pissed.
So we got Kane. I think wasn't Black and Pissed up first? I think he was up there for a while, right?
Well, we're just gonna add y'all to the fold, and then like we could just have the conversation flow. Honestly, just yield to the host, obviously, and that would be Big Matt, and then yeah, Black and Pissed. We're about to add you to the mix.
All right.
Giovanni, if you're there, if you could just show up on screen or show up or say something in the chat, that way I can add you to the stage. We're all good. What's going on, Black and Pissed? Where are you watching this from?
He said he's driving. He's getting ready to park right quick.
Oh wow, watching a podcast and driving. My God.
Hey, that's dedication, though, man. I appreciate you.
shoot. Brother Kane is back.
About it. Hey, hold on. Before we get into it, hey, TikTok. I'm not forgetting you guys. I'm periodically saluting, so I'm over here looking straight at the webcam. I'm looking at you guys. Thank you for tuning in to But Can You Take a Punch? This would be TikTok's first episode. The other folks is the second episode. So thank you. Yes, I'm streaming. Pause. Facebook. I'm live on Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook, tune in. Go to YouTube. Big Matt OG is the user handle. Tap in, or go to my Instagram. Click the StreamYard link and come on up, man. All right. So we're gonna get back to rocking and rolling. All right. We up. Let's roll. Kane.
So we got Brother Kane. Brother Kane, tell us where you're watching us from and what brings you here today. Sliding in. And then we got Giovanni. Oh, Brother Kane, I think you're muted.
Can you hear me?
Oh, no, you're good now. We good.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. I'm calling in from Richmond, Virginia, and I just saw you were going live today, so I figured I would just come on and have a chat with you about, how we feel here, and have a little back and forth with you.
Cool. Hey, you know what? Damn a back and forth, man. Just let me know how, and let everyone know, being smack dead in the epicenter of realizing collectively as a vote, the Supreme Court snatched that away from you. How do people in the 757 feel, opposing or agreeing with it? What's your stance? And let us know, how you feel about that.
Well, the problem is, it's the angle you're coming from, I don't think is actually going to work. See, I know more white people who went out and voted for yes and participated than black people. And, I don't see any sort of unity that's going to ever quantify, that's going to manifest itself in the storming violence or whatever it is that you say, which I get where you're coming from, but black people right now are just way too divided. The city I live in, they're killing each other left and right. The white man has done an extremely good job of getting black people hooked on weed. I got a fucking neighbor here next door to me, drives me crazy, 60 years old, still a pothead. Just, I leave every morning to get my Muay Thai in and do the things I do for myself, and he's sitting on there smoking weed. And I say that to say this, the perspective that you take, where it's going to take violence, where it's going to take an initiative from black people to coalesce and basically do something, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Like I said, I know way more. I talk to these ignorant niggas and they don't even mention the fact that there was a vote. See, so people like you, people like me, were rare. The other thing that kills black people too, I know I'm going on a tangent here, but it's colorism. You see my skin tone. I've dealt with more shit from dark-skinned black dudes that, just growing up, not now because they know better, if you know me personally, but, just about being light-skinned and the colorism that we deal with one another. it ain't gonna happen. It just isn't gonna happen. So, well, I'm sorry, I gotta. While I do agree with you that the next step is probably gonna have to be something physical, I don't. Black people ain't got it in them, and also I keep hearing you say things like, I wanted to always ask you, what's that line in the sand look like? You know, like at what point do you think there needs to be an initiative? I mean, are we talking midterms? You know, let's kind of get specific here.
Oh, okay. So before I answer that question, let me go back to black folks, the thing about black folks in the violence. I'm just not speaking of black people. I've said there's groups of people that are tired. It's just not black folks. Are there some brothers and sisters who aren't ready? Absolutely. There's other people who aren't ready, but the initiative comes from the collective, right? When I speak on black folks, I can't speak for other people, but when I say this is what we need to do, it would be a collective effort because statistically speaking and strategically speaking, as a retired non-commissioned officer, once people are like-minded and they're ready to go, all that matters is accomplishing the mission. Because there's an overwhelming amount of white people who are ready to drop other white people who fucked it up for white people. There's black folks that are ready to go. There's some who aren't. I don't care about those who aren't ready because those who are like-minded, we talk the same language. If you on some other shit, hey man, you on some other shit. Being optimistic with my verbiage, I'm very optimistic that it's already self-explanatory. Like I don't have time to focus about the people who aren't going to do anything. I'm fully aware that there is a percentage of people who just don't have that dog in them. If I worry about that, my eyes are no longer on the mission. My goal is to accomplish the mission. The line in the sand that you speak of, I've talked to a couple of my professors and my sociology professor, she was like, it probably won't even make it to November. What that line in the sand is, it's a line. It's a beacon of people are being fed up. What triggers it? If I knew it, I would probably do something more to stop it or let it happen or accelerate it. But I would say the line in the sand is what happened in Virginia. That's a line in the sand because if people voted for it, doesn't matter if it's black people, white people. If you cast your vote and it's overwhelming and someone says, nah, fuck that. Okay, boom. It's almost as if you and I are having a conversation, respectful, mutual conversation. And in this conversation, you like, yeah, fuck that. And you spill on me. Well, right then and there, we're not talking no more. We're fighting. It's equivalent to that. So that's an accelerant and a line in the sand. An overwhelming amount of people voted for something. That's democracy. That's democracy. People cast their vote. And someone said, yeah, no, fuck that. Ain't nothing else we need to talk about. Because if that's not the message, like fuck you, then I don't know what is. And it's sort of sad because if an overwhelming amount of people voted for something, man, it should fly, which then leads into other conversations about who's actually politicking with who.
Right. The same Supreme Court in the state of Virginia that 3 months ago said that this could take place just said that it was unconstitutional. Make it make sense. Somebody's a child fucker and they're going to be compromised or they got a bribe or, I mean, you can see what's going on. But, you know, the problem is, and I include myself in this, is the masses. The masses don't have it in them to do what you're saying. And it's because we're comfortable. I mean, I see your house. You got a nice house. I got a nice house. My wife's a therapist. Do I want to fuck all that up to risk spending time in prison? That's what it comes down to. Some of us clearly need to have more of Joan of the Arc in us in our spirit. But I just think that the average Virginian right now is so comfortable with their lives, or they're so stoned off weed, or they don't even pay attention, or they're in their phone. This isn't going to amount to nothing. And I say that unfortunately.
And also you have to take in consideration is this variable, is that it's not necessarily the duration of said violence. It's the organized component. Like this is happening. Like, so for instance, Luigi, the lone wolf thing. That's what scares the government. So 5 people get smoked with a stellar message, it wakes people up. So this isn't like some full scale, Michael Bay, James Cameron movie. It's an organized movement of individuals where something happens. So it could be anyone. So once again, you're only as good as your skill set and your resources. Luigi did something that most people didn't do, and that is properly assess a target, get intel, and put him where exactly he needs to be to neutralize a target. That's scary when there's not a Discord, there's not a group of people conversing where you can slide someone up in there and be like, oh, so-and-so's talking. No one knew he was going to do this. And if I'm a government, I don't want more than 5,000 people having the same thought pattern, like with social media. So good house or not, if I have the resources and I operate a certain way, nothing's stopping me. And when that moves, that's what scares them. There's a system that needs to happen, aiding to your position. Like, most people aren't ready. You're absolutely right. They're not ready. And I don't bank on them. I bank on the people who are ready. That's who I talk to. I talk to the people who are ready. The people who, because I was going to die for the country that don't give a fuck about Black people. So to me, sacrificing my life, that's just what it is, because it's about the message. This person sacrificed his life for A, B, C, D, not we shall overcome. He actually executed the mission. Malcolm knew it. Martin Luther King knew it. Gandhi knew it. Nat Turner knew it. Marcus Garvey knew it. The Panthers knew it. When you show white America you're not afraid to die for who you are, that's why they were scared of the Japanese people.
All right.
Japanese people made planes around a torpedo just to fly into ships. How do you combat that?
That's why they're scared of Iran too.
That they're scared of Arabs because they understand the message. If I strap 40 pounds of C4 to my body and walk into a marketplace, how do you compete? That's psychological. White America have been conditioned to kill for white, not die for white.
I mean, it's in their DNA, man.
Exactly.
Like there's nothing more vicious than a Viking, than what Columbus did, than what they systematically over hundreds, actually thousands of years, they take advantage of nice people and they're willing to do whatever.
So what happens when white people start dying for being white? They've never experienced that. So when you combat Black people who were killed for being Black, when you combat people dying for being Hispanic, being Asian, who basically aren't white, we're built different. We'll crash out and burn all this bitch down. White people, on the other hand, that's a whole different conversation. And the reality is they have not died for being white. This is why when there's any action towards white people, oh my God, Lord Jesus. But the reality is you're the last one. Everyone else has. And globally speaking, you're the minority. You're the minority, globally speaking. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And what's happening right now is them slowly accelerating this situation. And like I said, once, I want to talk in a way to where you know what I'm saying without me saying it. Titles mean nothing. Careers mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. What matters is people being dedicated to carry out a mission and execute said mission for the sake of the message. And the message ultimately is the liberation, not from the sense of enslavement, but the liberation of recognizing that we now see that you've had hundreds of years, let's just say 60 years, to establish a society where all people, Black, white, age don't matter, can have. We have enough money and we've made enough money and we've given other countries enough money to where every single American, documented, undocumented, doesn't make none.
Right.
We've had enough time and enough resources and enough money to ensure that nobody in this country could want for anything, at least universal health care, shelter, and hunger. These are the three necessities. And if a government can't provide that for the people, the government needs to be destroyed.
Yeah, that's useless.
These are just common things for the people. This ain't nothing special. This should be something, this is common decency of your people. You know what I'm saying? There's people who treat their dogs better than the government treats its people. And regardless, white people, black people, your dog break a leg, you're going to, oh, Lord Jesus, we need to take care of this dog. Government doesn't. So ultimately, and I need to get pushing with the podcast because we have Giovanni up here.
Right on.
We need to get up. The government needs an overhaul because it's not taking care of the people. And I think the line in the sand is once people, MAGA, Trump supporters, whatever, Republicans realize that, holy shit, we're not getting anything. No one's getting anything. Regardless of anything, people still have not, and we have established a government showing people that everything else matters except us. And the moment that happens, you got to destroy it and rebuild it with the understanding that life juice will be used to make the grass grow if you don't take care of us. We run shit. You don't take care of us, we'll burn this bitch down. That's it. So, hey, Kane, man, thank you so much.
Appreciate it, man.
Man, I love your point. You have valid points, and I respect that. So yeah, man. I appreciate you. Hope you stick around and tune in for more episodes, man.
I will, man. You stay safe. What you're doing is important.
Much love. Peace. All right, Giovanni, where you at? We were talking. I'm sorry. Bring I don't know, Giovanni. Bring Black and Pissed because he was driving and he just
he parked now.
Yeah, he parked with the clouds and shit, man. Give me 1 second. Hold on for a minute.
Take your time. Take your time.
Hell's Kitchen. Hey, how's everyone doing over in TikTok world? I'm doing good. Hi from the UK.
Completely random. Anybody watch that sorry OKC Lakers game last night? Pitiful beyond measures. My gosh. And guys, I'm gonna actually go bring up take a little break because Matt is handling something on his end real quick. So then we'll be back very, very shortly. So stick around if you haven't already. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in about literally a minute. So let's get it popping.
I was 6. I could have did 4. But I believe in equity. You give me that remaining 4.
All right. So we had Black and Pissed on up. Matt, you still there, man? You are muted, dog. If you are speaking.
Yeah, I'm back. I was just brewing up another cup of coffee because I am an addict. Hey man, I need this coffee, man. We rocking and rolling. I'm feeling good too.
Oh my gosh.
We got Black and guest up here, man. We got John Giovanni. You know what? Like I said, this podcast is gonna be transparent, man. We're growing together. So if I dip out to go get some coffee, I just dipped out to go get some coffee because I don't care. Shit.
I said you was doing something important.
This ain't that's important. I need my coffee. Leave it up to Tyson Beckford. I drink too much coffee, but he's a model. He drinks tea. I'm a nigga from Oakland. I need some coffee. You see? So
All right.
we can edit all this out, but this is the beauty of being transparent and having just a fun time, man, recording, man. So give me about 30 seconds. Hey, Black and Piss, let us know, let him go on because he probably got shit to do, man. Black and Piss, I don't know if you can hear me, man. Tap in like an epidural, man. Start it off. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you on the big screen, dog. Let us know where you're watching this from and what brings you here today, man.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, first I want to say I follow Matt for his resilience, his ideas, and his energy. And it's just crazy how a person can have very similar core beliefs as yourself. But I'm from Jersey. I live in Williamstown. It's like a suburban area in South Jersey, 30 minutes from Philly. And, you know, I didn't intend on speaking. I'm just here to view what's going on and how I feel. But I will speak. I ain't got no problem with it. But, yeah, what's going on in this country today is sick. It's been sick. I've been here for 4 years. Before here, I was in Virginia for about 5 years. Before Virginia, I was in prison for about 7 years. So I've seen what's been going on. You know, I don't say anything about it because I mind my business. I'm one of them kinds of people, but it's just sickening to the point where I can't fucking stand it anymore. So I live in an HOA community. You have to be 55 and up to live in there. It's all white.
How old are you, goddamn it?
Republican. The entire street.
Yeah, that's hold on real quick. I'm gonna interrupt you, and I don't say much on this show. 55 and older. How old are you, Black and Pissed?
Yeah. Like how old are you,
35.
man? Huh?
I'm 35. The reason why I was in the neighborhood to begin with is I'm a caretaker to both of my grandparents. They're both
okay, got you.
Yeah, so
much love. Hey,
I was there as their caretaker. They couldn't exclude me even though they wanted to because of what I look like. But by law they couldn't. So both of my parents are now deceased and the house is getting ready to sell. Since we've been there, it's just been like people wanting my parents to join these fucking Republican clubs and be a part of their society and all this shit until they found out that my parents were registered Democrats. So the last 4 years have been strictly just pure racist bullshit. I'm a drug dealer. I do this. I do that. I've been in these people's houses where they knock on your door and say, hey, we see you're strong. You got muscles. Can you come help me lift this in the house or whatever? I picked up a guy that fell in his house. I brought in headboards. I've been nothing but nice to these fucking people. I'm one of those types of people that black people sometimes don't like because I'll go out my way to show a white person that I don't hate you.
Yeah.
As long as you don't fuck with me. I don't hate you.
Yeah.
I grew up colorblind. I ain't grew up with the whole bullshit. But it's like talking to my neighbors, it's just so fucking weird how like whatever Trump says or does is golden. It has no effect on them. And these are people that are retired, radio, telecommunications, people in the military, school teachers, nurses. I'm just trying to think of the professions of my neighbors. They're everything. So these are people that you would expect to be fucking sound. And they're not sound people by far. And it's just like, how did we get here? Like, for instance, if I was to go in this Walmart I'm at right now, right? And a white older person says, hey, can you help me put the water in the cart? It's happened to me a zillion times here. I always do it. But if I come outside and I start being a guy that says, you know what? I'm not doing shit for y'all. Because it's like, y'all don't do shit for us. Yeah. Where is the outrage with what goes on in our society? Like the most recent Supreme Court decision. Nobody has anything to fucking say about it.
Yeah.
So that means you're okay with it.
They're complacent.
And then I watched Matt. I can't hear Matt. He's muted for whatever reason. But I listened to him, and it just like when he talks, it just awakens a crave in me that makes me fucking angry. And I don't want to, by all means, I'm not the type of person to go outside and aim at nobody and fire. But it's just like, nothing fucking works. You can vote. You can be friends with people in high places. You can kiss ass. I ain't kissing no ass. You can kiss ass. Nothing works for black people. Nothing. Nothing at all. Like, I give you another thing, right? Dude across the street from me. He's 63 years old. When I moved there, he was about 59. He does his yard. He walks, he talks, he bikes rides, he pickleballs, all that. He was able to get 100% disability rating through the VA. My fucking grandfather, one leg, Vietnam War era, service connected. Literally, they proved the herbicides did something to him. 80% would never put him at 100. Now, for the people that's listening to understand that, when you're at 100%, the taxes that you have to deal with at the end of the year and the abatement with the house, you're like exempt from that shit.
Yes. Yeah.
Him, no. We're going to leave you at 80. We're not making you 100%. And it's just like, I watched all the funny shit happen and play out over the years. I watched like white people be nice. And then 2016, it's like, hold on, we don't have to be nice anymore. Like, I watched that tone change in society. Living in Virginia, now living in New Jersey. So it's like I said, I didn't intend to come up here and talk, but it's like, damn, where did we fail at? What the fuck do we do? And an uprising is for sure probably in the waking. The reason why that's probably in the waking is because people are starting to wake up and realize that the same old shit ain't getting us no results, no real results. We have to change the landscape here. And it's like, the celebrities that I may follow, they don't say anything. Is it in their contract? It's like, no one speaks up for black people anymore. So when people are frustrated at this shit, just like the swirl that's swirling, like for people like me, it really is, and it's probably going to turn into something, because it's like, damn.
Can you hear me?
Like, the frustration is real. It really is for me.
Can you guys hear me?
Like I said, I didn't really come up here with a pre-planned thing to talk. My service went in and out, so the topics that you guys were sticking and were moving in and out on, I really didn't catch that. But yeah, I'm just really a frustrated and concerned citizen that really doesn't know where this society is headed. And I'm watching the things play out, and it seems like nobody wants to do anything about it. And like, that's where I'm gonna lead this at, like, because it's just like nobody wants to do anything about this shit.
Gotcha.
At all.
Gotcha.
And it's like, I don't even think it's totally political anymore. It's always been about race. It's always been about race.
Yep.
To me, it's always been about race. Agreed. But as a people, we have to do something to unite more. And the only people that's going to change that, like, are white people. The white people who aren't racist, who understand you have fucking subspecies of every single race. Yep. That's literally what it is. But white people know that. White people know somebody from fucking Philadelphia or Los Angeles or Chicago versus somebody that's got, a head on their shoulders, decent upbringing. They know the difference. They don't give a shit. To them, We're all niggas, we're all animals, and we're not going to fucking change. Our behaviors, our habits are all the same. It's just sick. It really is. But I appreciate y'all for letting me talk. This is kind of like a vent thing for me. Like I said, I lost my parents. I come here and I kind of try and read books and shit like this to get my head straight.
Got you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Coming having to sell the house and shit, so I just try to keep my head straight and understand what's going on. But it's just like, it's crazy.
All right. Okay, cool.
Matt DOG.
Hey, he can't hear me. He can't hear me. So can you guys hear me? Y'all can hear me in the studio. He can't hear me. Okay. I think he can hear me now. Hey, Black and Piss, man. I don't know what's going on with the my microphone on my end. Not y'all TikTok. Of course, y'all can hear me. I'm doing the podcast right now. Thank you for sharing that, man.
What the fuck happened to the volume?
Reach out to me and hit me up. Reach out to me, and we could talk offline, man, because you seem like a cool person. and I want to chop it up with you. All right.
Yeah. Black and Pissed. If you could even just stick around, whether it be YouTube or in backstage, we could Matt said he'd like to connect with you. So yeah, we'll have to lock in, man.
Yeah, we got to move on with the podcast, but I'm gonna tap in with you, fam. This is crazy. Y'all flip to the Discord. This is crazy work. Guess we missed that. All right. Whoa, shit. We are an hour and 10 minutes in, man. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3. How do you think we should do this, man? Should we
I think bring in brother Justin, Tax Dollars, Hell's Kitchen, and Giovanni. Yo, Giovanni.
Giovanni, man.
Come on, man. What you doing, man?
Hey, fam, if you want it, I can't hear you, man.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me?
Yo, you got dial up, Matt. What's happening, man? Like what? Why?
I don't know, bro. Like I don't know, man.
All right. Well, if you can hear
Matt.
me, Giovanni, and I'll just coordinate like this, Matt, and I can edit out.
Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Let me, because I don't like this, man. Because I don't like the fact that people can't hear me and what's going on.
We'll figure it out. That won't be an issue. But I can
do this. Let me see if this works.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I can help steer the conversation. Giovanni, you can hear me, brother, by chance? Yes, no.
Hey, yo, if you put me on, bro, I don't know what you said. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and say my piece. Giovanni, I come from Florida. Well, I'm not come from Florida. I come from Puerto Rico, but Navy vet, I did 16 years. I'm sick and tired of the bullshit. And what I mean by that is this America has been conditioned to believe that the black people, the brown people have always been the fucking problem. When the problem has always looked white. I mean, it's sad to have to say it, but it's the fucking truth. I mean, can't hide the fucking sun with a gun. Like, it's idiotic. And going back to what that brother said earlier, not pissed off brother, the other one that said something about his neighbor being 60, smoking weed or whatever. The fuck that got to do with anything? I mean, that's not how your brother get. That's how your neighbor gets by. That's how your neighbor gets by. I smoke weed. I don't mean shit. But I also pay attention to my kids. I also take care of what the fuck I gotta take care of. I handle business first. And that's what the fuck you supposed to do. Like, I don't understand when did becoming a responsible fucking adult become something that you have to shy away from, that you can't talk about. You can't talk to friends about adult things. Like, oh shit. Friend don't want to hear you say, sorry about that. Hold on. Penny, what the fuck? Like that. All right. Yeah, I can't. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to say, man, we're still waiting for the first batch of good white people to show up. You know what I mean? And it's fucking sad that the country been around 250 fucking years. Before the country was founded, there was some fuck shit, right? After the country was founded, they were still on some fuck shit. Every single opportunity they take, they use it to go and fuck our shit. Not because we're doing something bad to them, but because they fucking want to. And that's the shit that I'm no longer gonna fucking act like it ain't real. Hold on, my daughter just got home. Hey, princess. Hi, my love. How are you?
This is Mother's Day craft.
Okay. Give me a second.
Don't eat my lunch.
Yeah. Hey, if any of y'all is saying something, I can't hear shit. Huh?
People.
Can you guys hear me? Can y'all hear me? All right, cool. All right, that's the interface going. All right, that's my interface. That's the microphone going. So we good. All right.
I can't hear you, Matt.
You can't hear me? Like, that's crazy. So
Hold
now
on real quick. If I can hear you, Matt, then we're good. If anything, I can relay messages if need be. That won't be an issue.
Okay, cool. All right. We got to work. We have to work that out. Can you hear me? Can the people in the box, Hell's Kitchen, hear me? Can Hell's Kitchen, can anyone? I don't know what the hell going on, man. Yes, okay. People in YouTube can hear me, but I don't know. People in the box in the studio can't hear me, which is crazy. Okay. Oh, you can hear me, Sabrina? Bet. Cool. Right on. Sabrina can hear me. Hell's Kitchen, can you hear me? He can't hear me, but Sabrina Park can hear me. Okay, cool. Mic's off. Okay. All right. Let's. Okay. So I'm getting frustrated. So let's. This is what we're gonna do. Unfortunately, because people can hear me, can't hear me. We're gonna give people maybe a 3-minute time frame to come up and let us know how they feel about, once again, Virginia Supreme Court denying a collective vote to redistrict. Because talking back and forth, y'all can't hear me. So let's get that, because what I would like to do is swing to the last conversation, and that's Stefon Diggs. So how about we do this? Matter of fact, how about we move on to Stefon Diggs and get the conversation going about that situation, because we're running an hour and 16 minutes, and holy shit, we cooking. So let's switch topics or not. Let me know what you guys want to do. But 3 minutes, and let me know where you're from and what do you feel about either the Virginia thingy or Stefon. And go.
Brother. Oh, and now he's gone. I'm not sure.
Wait,
I'm gonna add Tax. Justin's been waiting a while, so I'm gonna add Justin into the and Brother Tax into the conversation.
Okay, yeah. Get them up. Hey, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, are you using your phone or desktop or laptop?
Now not.
Now you can't hear me?
Yo.
No.
Did we all forget to pay our cell phone bill?
It was working just before I popped on.
I paid mine, man.
Who maybe what it is?
It's this
website.
We'll
work out some kinks later. We'll talk about that in the production meeting, Matt. Like I said, we got this.
Okay.
But yeah, hey, look, man. If need be, this is what we'll do, and I'll try to steer this the best of my ability. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear Casper by chance?
I can, yeah, I can.
Okay, cool. So this is what we'll do. So if you can give us like a soliloquy of like why you're here today, and then I could because Matt seems that he can hear you just fine. Even if you guys can't hear each other directly, we'll just have him respond to what you got to say. So, Brother Tax, you're up here for right now, so we're gonna give you the spotlight real quick. What brings you here today, and let us know where you're watching this from.
Yeah, I'm watching it from the greater Seattle area.
And you're muted, by the way, I think.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm not muted.
I can hear him. I can hear you. Let me see. I can hear you. Let him know I can hear you.
Brother, Big
there
Matt
you are.
He can hear you. So you say you can
there
hear
you
just
are.
Fine.
All right. Yeah, just a big fan. Started on TikTok like November of 24. What got me was that you were from East Oakland, because I moved out there when I was 19, moved out to seminary in MacArthur. It was like the next block up, about 6 houses down. But no, and the fact that you're a veteran, I kind of wanted to get your feedback on the Iran war, because I feel like what my unit did in Ramadi was wrong. 100% wrong. And I feel like we're being used as money making mercenaries now. Right? We go in, we steal resources, force them to use our currency, right? All of that, bro. And I don't know if you know this, but about 10,000 vets have lost their homes since May 2025 because Trump cut the Veterans Mortgage Rescue Program. And there's suspected 90,000 more veterans are going to lose their homes in the next year because of that. But I wanted your feedback on that. It's a shame I can't hear you respond. But with what you were, the second gentleman, I think that hopped in, not the one that was complaining about the 6-year-old smoking weed, but the next gentleman after the Giovanni, and the one before that, the one who had the sky on his roof of his car. I didn't get, I didn't, I didn't understand until I moved into the East Oakland, and my friends, right? They explained everything to me, right? I even got homework assignments going, taking the bus from Lake Merritt because I worked at the Starbucks there. And the one assignment was when you hop on the bus next time, you're on the way home, take in everything around you. And I returned the next day, and I was like, all right, so there's cops fucking with people everywhere. There's liquor stores on like every other block, right? Like it was just, I didn't understand. But they just, man, I'm so glad I went there when I was younger. But they taught me everything. And I heard the gentleman say that the community needs more white people to speak up, but it's like, and I do very much so on, I know their platform. I'm not going to plug myself here. But I don't know what else to do. I really don't. But bro, what I can tell you is that if you guys want to rise up, right fucking there. Ever since he got elected, I've been preaching the same damn thing. This regime needs to be overthrown. I don't know if that's safe to say on here or not, but that's what I believe. And if this country burns to the ground, I'm okay with it. Because then we can, you know what I mean? We can build it, and this country can rise from the fucking ashes like a fucking phoenix, bro.
Agreed.
And we need to make this country great for everybody, not just people like me, because that is the case right now. The country is fantastic if you're me, right? And I hate that. And it's not fair. And when I came home from Ramadi, because I did participate and watch war crimes, I don't know where I was just going with that, but it's not right. And we have all these people of color fighting in our military that were on my side, my right and my left. And yeah, just like that gentleman was saying, how his dad couldn't rate at 100%, right? It's very common, and it's just getting worse. The medical racism, it seems like a lot of people aren't aware of. But there's also a bunch of peckerwoods like me, right, that don't know, that didn't like, most of these white people out here don't know who Emmett Till is. They don't know about Rosewood. They don't know about Black Wall Street. They don't know about the bombing of the Black Liberation Movement in Philadelphia. They don't know about consumption. I don't know, man. I want to help. I don't want to be a white savior, but I want to help. I really do. And I try in every political panel that I join, I try to get it all out there, man. It's the best I feel like I could do. But dead ass, man. You ever want to start something, you let me know. My name's Tax Dollars Kill because
Where can
I don't know
where
if
can
you
I
remember
find you?
King
I don't know if
Dream,
you
bro,
can hear me. Where can we
but
find this dude?
that was the dedication piece they did on the train tracks, right? On that warehouse. Are you
Yeah.
there?
Can you hear me?
Damn, I think I just hear you, bud. But yeah, and that's where I took the name from because it was tax dollars do kill, right? Our tax dollars fund the police who will kill people out in the street, right? Our tax dollars kill when you deploy us and we go over there and we kill people. So it was a very fitting name and it was something I agree with wholeheartedly. And I love graffiti, bro, so much. Uh and Hyro and Souls of Mischief and Dell.
Shit, good shit.
Uh
Shit.
but
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
where can we find you, brother Tax? For some odd reason, the enemy don't want Matt to be great today. But where can we find you on
Yeah.
social media by chance?
Oh, you could find me on I'm primarily on TikTok. Uh
Okay,
and it's the name, it's just the same exact name. And then you
okay.
search that.
All right, I'll look it up and I'll text it to him so in case he's not able to respond to you. But yeah, appreciate you coming by. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your serving, and also thank you for your heart and transparency and just seeing the humanity through all of this. You know, I think that's
Yeah,
greatly appreciated, and it says a lot about your character. And you know, let's get in good trouble together at some point.
absolutely. Let's do that.
Right on.
Matt,
All
did
right.
you want to say anything to Tax and
Yeah,
to like what his
yeah.
sentiment?
He said a lot, man. First off, shout out to them Sim boys. My grandfather stayed on Holloway, 6012 Holloway Street. So I'm familiar with Seminary. Mills Hoagie
Are
Shop.
you gonna relay it to me?
Mills Hoagie Shop. You know what I'm saying? Always been
I got
smacking.
you.
But I stayed in the homeless shelter too back in the days. Right there, they used to be the old Montgomery wards. That's where I decided to go to the army. But everything you said was right, man. Everything you said was correct. I really can't say too much besides my wife in the camera shot. But no, everything you said, tax dollars, was legit. I'm glad you had that experience being from spending time in East Oakland and learning about the trials and tribulations and what's really going on and how people are affected by it. So I could definitely respect that, man. You're a solid one. So I would definitely. Oh yeah, gotcha. Okay, you in live. Just shoot me your info and I got you. But yeah, no. If you worked at that Starbucks by the lake, it's probably on Lakeshore. The Starbucks on Lakeshore, probably by where the Baskin Robbins is at, if I'm correct, if it's still up. So yeah, you was in the stomping grounds, man. You was there. So no. I agree. Ramadi was a motherfucker, and my thing with Iran, it's wrong. If you think about it, this administration is the only administration that decided to fuck with Iran. No one else did. No one fucked with Iran, and it's because of racism. These people, they need to be stopped. It's racism. To basically consolidate it in a nutshell, the South is rising again. It's the new Confederacy, and they are not familiar with history because they're going to lose again. This isn't 18 or this ain't the Civil War. This ain't none of that shit. And none of these motherfuckers are really about that life. That's why I'm adamant about this, because growing up in Oakland, I had to do certain shit. Some of it is because I fucked up, but I know these type of people. I used to they were prey, really. They're not tough. They're not hard. Absent of their rules and absent of their illusion of power, these are the same motherfuckers that like to get their dookie blasted, blown open. They love to do drugs. They pay for women. They pay for children. These people aren't the illusion, and social media is allowing us to see who these people really are, and they're not tough. They're not. They're all victims in my eyes. So Iran is wrong. not them, but Iran is wrong. The situation is wrong. Shouldn't have never fucked with them. Should have left them alone. And what America is realizing, and China would be a reminder, Russia, pretty much all countries, while we were at war, they were building. And America is realizing that. And this administration is lying to the people, convincing the people that, oh, well, you know, we have social media. And the technique that they use is a technique that the government used to use back in the days when people weren't privy to information or the access to information. I saw on the news this morning, Donald Trump said all this shit and bring to forefront what a gentleman said. I forgot who said it, but no matter what he says, it's right. I think Black and Piss said it because it's rooted in rhetoric, right? He doesn't say anything, but all he has to say is that it's good and people will believe it, or it's bad and people will believe it. Back in the days when it would be a false flag or something happens, right? They can immediately say, boom, everyone looks here, blah, 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 blah. And other news, blah, 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 blah. And if you start feeding the other news, eventually the big thing goes away. Well, social media has allowed us to say, well, no, let's double back and spin the block. Now there's sound bites. Now there's a digital footprint. Now there's people saying, no, you're a full-blown liar. So steamrolling down the line, dealing with Iran and all these other countries. On the external front, we're going to see that these people are well developed, and only certain groups of white people who are rooted in that narrow-mindedness is going to think that these Arabs are this and that, or they're not strong, they're not this, they're not that. And there's going to be a rude awakening. One of the things that Donald Trump is saying is there is no war. We're this, we're that. The reason why he's saying that is because now, if and when Iran does cataclysmic shit, it's the typical, oh, well, we weren't at war, so they attacked us. It's all this outdated psychological shit that does not even apply. It's like iPhones. It's like they're running off an outdated iOS system, and we're already telegraphing and seeing what's happening. And eventually, they're going to lose. And I can say this on my StreamYard, and it's going to be edited out, whatever. But MAGA and Trump supporters are going to have to make a decision, and I don't think they're ready to make that decision, because if and when something does pop off, either you're going to slide for your side or you're going to die for your side. And when we have these real life conversations, minorities are the only people who are equipped with that notion. Like, dog, if we slide out, this could be it. Other people, they're not conditioned to deal with that. And it pisses me off because it shows who these people are. You would rather fuck with Iran. You would rather do all this bullshit instead of taking care of people. To me, there's nothing else to talk about. On the simplest level, how long would your mother or your girlfriend or your boyfriend tolerate the abandonment, the mistreatment, the you're here but you're not here? Like, how long do they expect the people to deal with this shit before we do something? This isn't pouty shit. This isn't because our favorite person lost an election or whatever the case may be. This is basic necessities to sustain a colonial species, right? And this administration just needs to fucking go away. By any means necessary. I mean, willingly or unwillingly, I honestly feel that something extreme needs to happen, because this is the only language. I mean, these people, they molest children. They're rapists. They're thieves and druggies. The illusion is only for white people. Real motherfucking, well, take that back, because there's white people who are like tax dollars kills, like who's been laced. They see, but the certain groups of white people, like they really believe this shit, and they have no idea. And these people, they're like the Terminator. You can't reason with them. You can't negotiate. You know, they're just banking on the fact that they know Americans probably won't do anything. Americans, but an American will. The lone wolf, the one individual who operates collectively for the greater good. They don't have a contingency plan for that. They never will. The left hand never knows what the right hand's doing, and the motherfucker only knows what you tell them. If you can gather that up, that's scary. Because the motherfucker don't even have to tell nobody nothing. Like Luigi. So from Iran to whatever, the think tank and the overall ideology that this administration is creating is going to get destroyed. And if people who side with them want to sacrifice their lives, hey man, that's what we did for this country. So welcome to the party. So what we're going to do, we're an hour and 36 minutes in episode 2. We're going to move on to Stefon Diggs and the whole situation with him and the accuser coming to find out was not truthful. And that has opened up the narrative. And it's a sensitive topic on both sides of the fence. So we're going to lead into that conversation. I don't know if we have the transition, if we're going to run into that or not. But what we're going to do is start this conversation. So someone wants to come up and talk about it after my producer's talking to me. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to just roll into it. I'll start it off. Stefon Diggs. So the guy played for the Pistons, the Patriots, was accused of something. He lost his shit, which is formalities because no organization wants to be attached to that, only to find out that she was lying. Now, sensitive topic because accountability on both sides, right? I'm fair and impartial. Now, reports say that the woman in question was his personal chef, that she was the sneaky link. Now, that's the stupidest shit ever. Stupid. Why would you choose your chef as your side piece? It's dangerous. Hey, because here's the thing. If you decide to do anything wrong or do not give her the attention she wants, she could poison you. Like, don't know. Not even a mechanic. Maybe, I don't know, your cable provider or something. But not your fucking chef, Stefon. You know, she can poison you, and then you die. It's not that serious. But you never shit where you eat. I'm not promoting or condoning, being unfaithful, but you can't do shit like that. Now, being as it may, the woman was found to be lying. So this opens up the conversation of women being held accountable for lying and destroying perceptions and causing loss as a whole. Consequences, I don't know. Once again, this is a sensitive subject. I don't know. I don't want to be the guy to be like, God damn. But how do you feel about that? Now, be respectful. Let's not be too off the hook with it. But I've experienced in the Army, Sergeant Tiller was probably one of the best fucking NCOs I've ever met in my life. Mechanic. He was double 2ID'd up. I mean, fat rack. He was legit. He was wrong. He's an NCO. He was fucking around with, I think, a PFC or a specialist, but it was South Korea. And I will admit, I conducted myself unbecoming of an American soldier in South Korea with my sergeant major and other senior enlisted personnel, because that's just what it was, right? And something happened because he used to climb through a window because you couldn't go through CQ. What are you doing, Sarge? And something happened, and I think they broke up or whatever. And then she said he raped her. And the Army teaches you off rip, and I'm still like this. I believe the victim, because what I don't want is to not believe the victim and they go off and unalive themselves or something bad happens, right? So I believe the victim, and then when we work this shit out, if the victim find out that you were lying, you're no longer a victim, and you will be dealt with. But I was conditioned to believe the victim until we hash it out. So they believed the victim, and it wasn't until this man had already got kicked out the Army, lost everything, was in Leavenworth, and come to find out, she lied. Around that time, I ended up leaving, but I never forgot that story. I was like, damn. I mean, he lost everything. And I don't even know if it was a kickback or, hey, man, here go your shit. I don't know. But how do you feel? How do people feel about these things that go on? How do people feel about that?
So, just to add some further context to this conversation, what's not being spoke about when it comes to this dynamic is there's so obviously there's the power dynamics that aren't in discussion. This is somebody that's obviously a subordinate. This is an employee, his chef, as you had spoken to when you gave the analogy of your NCO. But going back to like what you were saying about like, fam, not pooping where you eat. I mean, somebody that literally like prepares the food you eat, that's just dangerous within itself.
Yes.
But when you build a dynamic with a subordinate and it is laced with something like infidelity, off rip, you don't really get the grace in being believed, because there's two things against you. Well, I'll say three. One, you're her boss. Two, this relationship was developed out of infidelity, and then three, you're a black man in America. So it's a triple threat, and unfortunately all the odds are stacked against you. Praise God, Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs was found innocent. However, I think another layer to this is, what are things also that just people in general, like being mindful to prevent yourself from being put in positions, or putting yourself in positions like this, outside of being accused of what he's being accused of, maybe not even initiating certain dynamics or sexual relationships with the imbalance in power dynamics. And we got some people that are piling in as well. I see Black and Pissed is still in the studio. I see Giovanni's still here. I see a brother Neil came up. What y'all brothers think about this conversation about Chance?
Bring brother Neil up too. Let's. Oh, okay, we got because I was going to say, since we're pushing on 2 hours. Let's see if we can get these three guys up here and create some type of discord, and and probably try to end up closing out.
Yeah, for sure. Brother Neil, this is the producer talking to you. Let us know where you're watching us from, and let us know how you feel about this topic we're discussing.
Yeah, hey guys, great to see you guys, and y'all really kicking some good science here. My name is Doug Neal. I'm originally from New York City, but I live here in Kansas. Don't even ask how I got here, but I'm retired military, so you could go figure out how I actually rounded up here in Manhattan, Kansas. But brother, can you hear me? Brother Casper was pretty much on point there, with what's going on. But I'm gonna try to keep it, sweet and simple. In relation to Stefon Diggs, it seemed to be, in my 55 years on this planet, it seemed to be our brothers and sisters, when they get into a situation, or when they get to a point in their life where they could have some type of spendable income, And in this particular situation where we have black athletes that, they come across a, large sum of money and they got a career going, something like that, I think they tend to forget what their upcoming was like, how they was actually raised. And now they want to actually be on the other side of the fence and feel that because they're in a position where they have monies, that the rules will not apply to them now, that now they could be like the other side of the fence, where in this particular case where you see white athletes, they would do certain things and it sort of gets swept under the rug. And now I think that some of our black athletes just feel because they have that income or they have that fame, the rules now do not apply to them anymore. Now, in the case with Stefon Diggs, he should have known better. But even though that, the court found him not guilty of all that, but he should have known better, because he is a very influential athlete, that his action is going to be all over the place. And my thing with the young lady who corroborated this story that, he did this to and all that, I just think of her. I'm not trying to knock her or say anything bad with her, but there are individuals out here, men and women, in this particular case with this woman, that they are women that is in the trenches. And he should have known better, But then again, you have an individual who has a pattern, right? He has a pattern, and it's not nothing that's secret. He has a pattern where his behavior, his anger issue, he have several women who have children by him. He has a pattern. So there's no way that, this woman did not know the type of person he was, but then why put yourself in this position? So obviously this was something that was in the making. She probably knew what she was doing and it didn't work out the way she wanted. So to go into the court of law and just lie, you're really making yourself look really foolish. Right. And then what is going to be your plan afterwards? I mean, nobody going to probably hire you to do anything, because now your character just got diminished. And then in the case with Stefon Diggs, why do you even put yourself in a position like that? You would think that you would be old enough, smart enough, more mature enough to know that, hey, I need to stop doing all this childish crap. But then you look at, well, you have this money. Now you feel the rules don't apply to you, not realizing, dude, you're black. It doesn't matter how much money you got, how educated you got. When you walk out that door, the population is still going to see you as a black man. And you go out there then being a black man doing black, ignorant, niggerish shit. That's how they're going to foresee all black men. And in a way, it kind of pisses me off, because I feel, and I'm not bragging on myself, I feel I'm a well-educated black man that has a pretty good job, but I've been there. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. All right. I've been where that I've been called a nigger and all this and that, and had to, put hands on people. But as you get older, you realize that, hey, you can't do that. Then you try to educate your kids that, hey, if you know something like this is going to happen, you're just going to have to go in another direction. Why? You're going to lose. In this society, you're going to lose. All right. Unless you got some big backing behind you, you're going to lose. And there's nothing wrong, walking to, turn around and walking away. All right. Because that saying goes, you can walk around, turn around and fight another day. But in his particular case, he should have known better. Right. And then with her, why you want to do anything like that? Because now you just diminished everything. So I just see that this was someone who was in the trenches, and she just saw her way of trying to find some monies in this. And then as with him, he just was just plain ignorant. Now his career is pretty much on the line. You're going to go to some team who's just going to pay you the minimum. Right. And now you're going to be struggling. Now, can you overcome that? Yeah, you can. But when you going to realize that is the question. And do we have these individuals out there that's actually going to sit down and educate them? Or you just got these agents and everything out there who just want to get paid? Because I just think, in my opinion, that most athletes that come out, mainly black athletes, along with the NIL and all that going on, black athletes are just being used as a commodity. These lawyers, these sports agents are going to get their dollars, and they're going to sit here and tell you this crap. But then again, no one's going to sit there and guide you, because when you put dollar bills in front of a black man that really don't have anything, that speaks volume. Your morals, your moral compass, and all that goes out the damn window, and it's really sad. So I'm hoping that Stefon Diggs would learn his lesson, get on the right path wherever he go to, start all over. He could have a good legacy when they leave the NFL. And then again, as for the young lady, I hope she, move forward and do the right thing. But as you can see, this is a pattern that is going on with our Black athletes. Right. And I really can't say what it is myself or anyone can do, but there's programs out there. And I know for these individuals, especially for these rich athletes, there are programs out there that help them. When they come into their pros, they go to symposiums. They get taught all this stuff. But again, as that agent, you just tell them, yeah, you got credit. You could go ahead and get this $1.5 million because you got credit. But no one's sitting there telling them, well, 5 to 6 years from now, are you still going to be in the same condition you were when you came in this league at the age of 21? No one look at it like that, So my thing on it, Brother Casper said, yeah, you hoping that, they would get it together. It's sad what they done. And he, the court found him not guilty and all that. But then again, hopefully that would be a lesson towards all our young brothers and sisters that's out there who just feel that, hey, the rules don't apply to him. I'm not going to get so much into what he did because we all know what he did, but we obviously come to find out that didn't happen. But both behaviors on my part was unacceptable. She did what she did. He should have known better. But then again, it could have been worked out. Yeah, it have. Without even paying any money. Why you had to get to be honest, did he really need a chef? I don't know. Maybe he does need a chef that comes and cook for him. I don't know. But why put yourself in a position like that? She was someone that was in the trenches. And I hate to say it like that. I'm not trying to be mean, but she was someone that was in the trenches. She saw that maybe this was a good way to get some income off of him. And he should have known better. And, I digress on that. I'm sorry that I threw everybody off and all that. But, hey, Big Mike, I be following you, bro, man. I be listening to you, be dropping some crazy signs, and I'm with you, man. And, from probably a couple of military guys, I'm retired military, 27 years. I was an engineer, retired at Fort Riley. And I live in a community that's predominantly white. Kansas State University is right down the street. And I used to be a strength coach there. So I could pretty much relate to both sides of the fence because I see it going on. And I think we're right now at a point in our societies where you're going to now see those people who used to have their hoods on, they taking it off and they're going to be standing right in front of your face. So we just have to be a little bit you got to be just smarter than them, be 2 steps ahead of them, right? And let them know, hey, I'm not going to take shit. You could probably throw shit at me, but I'm not going to take it. You could take the hands too. But, before we get there, I'm just going to give you one warning and that's it. And the second warning, you're not going to see it coming.
Yeah. Take
your
whole dome off.
Yeah.
I retired out of Fort Riley. So I was in Junction City. I was in the junk.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I was up there. I used to go to Manhattan.
That's where I live at.
all the time, man. I used to be sort of regret leaving Kansas. I wish I would have stayed in Kansas just because it was just quiet where we stayed at. So familiar with Junction City. I stayed right off Jackson. Fifth Street, 5th and Jackson.
Yeah.
It was quiet, man. And the freeway was right there. I mean, if we wanted to do anything, you go 20 minutes or 10 minutes up to Manhattan. And the speed limit was 75, and I was closer to Cali, so I hop on 80.
Right.
I'm straight there. So there's some small regrets of leaving Kansas, but. I'm familiar with Fort Riley. I was in first sustainment.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I was up there. So I know about Fort Riley, man. First Infantry Division, the smallest infantry, the smallest division in the Army, trying to do the most shit. So yeah.
All right. That's good to know, brother. That's good to know.
I appreciate you coming up, man, and giving us some of your time, man. We're gonna move on to Giovanni, man. What do you got to add? And then after this, you know what? We're pulling up on 2 hours. I can't feel my legs. So we're going to close it up with Giovanni. What do you got to say about Stefon, this whole situation?
Man.
And then I'm going to close it out.
I might be the wrong person to talk to about this because, I was an E7, right? Chief, Navy. I ended up E4. Same
Damn.
shit, crap. So it'll do it to you, right?
Okay.
I get, well, you know, Brother Neil was coming from saying that, you know, he should have known better, which he should have. And, you know, just like I should have.
Yeah.
But you can't ever think, I mean, think about what's going on in this young man's head every day. You know what I'm saying? Any woman he wants is there available to him. Did he fuck up? Absolutely. Did I fuck up? 100%. However, she lied though. And that's why I draw the line, because the same shit happened to me, which she lied. And then by the time I was already demoted, then they couldn't take the punishment back. And it was like 16 years were down the fucking drain, like, for something that didn't even fucking happen.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I did time in a fucking brig. I did, I went on restriction for fucking 2 months, and then about 3 months in the brig. For the same shit, too. It wasn't like new charges. It was frat. Just frat. Right? And that's where I saw where the racism in America is fucking deep. There was a white boy, right? It was in my same department, engineering. And it was another chief. Me and him were like this. We both got in trouble. He stayed a fucking E6. I busted down at E5. Why? Because they wanted to do damage. And then a few months later, when the investigation came out, and then Shorty lied, yeah, they busted it down from an E4 to an E3.
Wow. Was there any way for you to get your rank back?
Fuck no.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I mean, and it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already out. I moved up in my fucking life. It's been 6 years since I got out. I'm chilling, right? I don't need none of this shit.
Okay.
But seeing what's happening with this fucking country, bro, like, it's fucking me up. I don't know how much you caught it, what I was saying at first, but
yeah,
bro, it's crazy, man. Like, how somebody can use lies to try to take you down, right? But when we use the truth to show what the damage that these people are doing to us systematically,
yeah,
and by policy and by fucking laws and by every single fucking type of enforcement that you can have, these motherfuckers have been trying to just put black and brown people in cages. That's it. If we're gonna summarize this whole entire fucking administration in the past 16 months or 17 months, these motherfuckers just want to put us in cages. All the legislation says they want to put us in cages. The fact that they're trying to roll back the Voting Rights Act says they want to put us in cages.
Agreed.
So,
Agreed.
the brother that was talking before me, he said something about, no, we ain't ready, or this ain't what the people want, or whatever the fuck. Doesn't matter whether we're fucking ready for it or not. It's gonna have to fucking happen. It's either you get ready or you get ran through. Like, option B, and you only got two options here.
Yeah.
And only one ends up with you being a human being that has rights.
The other one is you not. And I think that's what going back, so I'm gonna, move away from the Stefon Diggs thing, but you're right. That's why I feel the way I feel, because it's like you gotta understand it's not too many choices. You feel me? It's not too many choices that we have right now, especially if you're not white.
I mean, we try talking.
Salute to the white people who are on board.
Oh yeah.
And there's an overwhelming amount of white people who I know for a fact they're quiet, and they're God bless them because they're not giving up their position. They're just quiet. They're just waiting. I know because I've been educated by white people who taught me, and they didn't want to sacrifice what they got going on. I was privileged, just like some white people are privileged to have a village of brothers and sisters, bring them in after vetting them like, oh yeah, come on, lace their tennis shoes and give them foresight on how to navigate and politic and see certain things. I too, at a young age, was privileged to have a lot of white educators show me the system and show me and how to navigate and see. And what I've gathered is these are the same white people that were right next to these racist white people, skinning and grinning.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. It's
Exactly.
easy.
You don't want to be associated with it.
Yeah, it's
but
easier
you
for
don't
you
know
to be
fucking.
closer to me. So, okay, cool. So I see you out there. I see you. All right. So what I would like to do right quick is we were talking. I'm getting ready to end the live right now. I think we did a fabulous job. We covered a lot of things. We got a lot of participation. But I wanted to do this. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to bring up I wish I could. It was my buddy's business.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I want to bring up my man Sheen. He has a fitness company, Numbers Nutrition. Believe we'll have the link available too. Go to the website, promo code Big Matt, get 5% off. Pretty much all the stuff. You got merchandise, you got pre-workout, you got all the good stuff. I myself have tried it. He's given me a couple samples, and it, I like it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. What's up? Is that Kenny? What's up, Kenny? My Cuddy on on TikTok, man. What's up with it, man? I appreciate you for tuning in. My guy's working on it. But Numbers Nutrition, promo code Big Matt, 5% off your purchase on whatever you get. Tell them Big Matt sent you.
Yo, who did you piss off today, man? Like the way that today's stream.
Man, look, I fucking don't know, man. The feds has tapped me, man. They like, yo, cut his mic. They pulled a Forrest Gump.
They said, we're tired of this man. Shoot.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. We gotta fix it.
Angry man,
there was
very
some
angry.
buffoonery going on.
Something going on, man. Shit.
No, we're dropping it in right now, though. All good. We're working the kinks out. That's all that means.
Hell yeah.
And if you guys were rocking with us, you guys still enjoyed this episode, we appreciate y'all rocking out with us despite the technical difficulties.
Yeah, man. Like,
you guys doing a great job. You're moving on and you're inspiring a lot of people. I mean, if you got some counts in there, people getting on, obviously you're doing the right thing. So, hey, man, I pray for you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to still be following you. And like I said, it's just some kinks you got to work out. And before you know it, man, hey, you probably going to have so many followers, dude.
Yep.
It's going to be crazy.
And that's what I wanted. To be honest with you, I said that. I was like, this podcast, like, this isn't going to be, even if I do make it big, I think the organic component of the follies and that it's transparency. Everything, like everyone wants to look all, Dr. Dre-ish and Michael Bay-ish and
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, fuck that. We're gonna have the bloopers. Like, I don't even know what I did. Let me this thing in on me.
Do your thing, man.
Put your hands like I don't want to come on camera. Put your hands kind of like this.
There you go. Yo, Big Mike, do your thing, man. This your crap, bro.
We're working this out.
This is we're just gonna edit that part. I don't know.
like the cops in front of you. Put your hands up.
Yeah.
We'll work the kicks out. We'll definitely work the kicks out.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, do your thing, man. This is yours, man. Do your thing. You know, fuck Michael Bay and all that, man. This is yours, and you know, let somebody copy you.
They call out Larry Bird. Someone in the comments said Larry Bird. Nah, it's too close.
Oh my god.
Baby jump shot. So, all right. Did we get Numbers Nutrition up yet?
Yes, we did. We got it in the comment section.
Oh, we got it in the comment section? Okay, cool.
The link
Numbers
we provided the
Nutrition.
promo
All right,
code as
cool. All right, so thank you for tuning in. Once again, Numbers Nutrition, we got a promo, Big Mac, 5% off. This camera just got all in my face and shit. Damn. So with that being said, thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in to another half-ass FBI tapped in, cut the microphone off episode of But Can You Take a Punch? I hope you guys still hang around. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're still rocking and rolling. We're just having fun with it. So until next week, keep your guards up and be vigilant out there. Keep your ears to the street like a cock spaniel. And I'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
All right, fam. Nice seeing you, bro.
I was 6. I could have did 4. But I believe in equity. You give me that remaining 4.